shows coming up all over the country. Laugh Boston, that'll be October 10th and 11th, and New York City at the Comedy Festival. You go to EricaRhodesComedy.com. She's a very funny stand-up comedian. And most of you people probably know that. All right, Erica, stuff to get into.
Yes.
You're a woman. I noticed that.
How could you tell?
You're so dainty. And I'm starting to think, so I've had theories, and I think women are going nuts.
Yeah.
And they're really getting like crazy, and they're fighting, and like, and it's easy. And so they're fighting in airports, they're fighting out front of ICE facilities. They're going nuts. Like,
yeah.
RFK Jr., we did his benefit.
Yes.
He comes out with a presser and goes, hey, don't take so much Tylenol. And then Trump says, don't take Tylenol. And then pregnant women film themselves gobbling up bottles of Tylenol because they're fucking nuts. They went nuts. We let women go nuts.
Yeah.
We did it. We let them.
The men did it?
Yes. We let them go insane, and insane they went.
Yes.
And now they're going nuts. And I was like, I was watching SportsCenter last night, and I was watching WNBA versus NBA. Mm-hmm. And the NBA guys, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, like there's been trash talkers.
Yeah.
And the game gets physical. Rarely is there a punch thrown. They don't throw punches because they realize who they are. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like Karl Malone, 6'9", 255, and built like a brick shithouse. If he punches somebody, he could really, he'll fracture their orbital socket and be like sued and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So, but the women don't regulate as well. And I'm just watching this on SportsCenter, and they're just screaming at each other like the entire game. They're like up in each other's faces, like, and they're so like unhinged. And then the coach comes out and does a presser, and she's like cussing and screaming and throwing. Now, here's what I'm saying.
Yeah, what's it from?
Men grow up regulating themselves because they grow up with rough and tumble play. Mm-hmm. They fight. Right. They wrestle. Mm-hmm. They roughhouse.
Yeah.
But when you roughhouse, you don't ball up your fist and just start punching a person. You get them, you try to get them in a headlock and pin them down and stuff, but you sort of regulate.
Right.
Women don't do the rough and tumble play, so they don't really know where to begin and end.
So they just start screaming?
Well, it's like men realize, like a coach Pat Riley would go out there and have problems with the officiating, but he wouldn't just start yelling about shit because he'd get suspended, and he knows it. Mm-hmm. Well, we'll listen to her.
Okay.
But by the way, she's doing a presser and just dropping F-bombs, which is another thing. I mean, she ended up getting suspended is what I'm saying, because
really?
she didn't think that going up there and just yelling a bunch of shit. You know what I mean? It's like the women more so than men, like their films of them, like in New York City after the attack, Hamas attack, whatever, and people were putting up pictures of hostages that were missing, you know? And then they walk up and they're tearing them down, and the people are filming them, and they're like, I don't care, film all you want. They're like, and then later on, it turns out she works at the library and she gets fired.
Oh my
She didn't care, but she should care.
Right. So you think they're just unhinged?
There's a regulatory thing that's going on.
Yeah.
And we let it loose. They're not regulating
But
themselves.
men develop later too, right?
Yes. So that's what they say.
Yeah. So maybe women go crazy later and men go crazy earlier, because young men are still dysregulated, especially if they, spend all their time online.
I would argue, yes, women, as men get older, they get saner and calmer, and women get crazier.
Yes.
That's my
older women go crazy.
Yes.
And also they're dealing with hormone changes,
Yes.
like this woman's probably going through menopause.
I'm sure she is. All right. Well, let's just play
cut
her.
them some slack.
Play her clip.
I want to call for a change of leadership at the league level when it comes to officiating. It's bad for the game.
This
The
will get you
officiating crew that we
suspended.
had tonight, for the leadership to deem those three people semifinals playoff worthy is malpractice.
She dropped.
Wait, just because she said the F word?
No, she dropped
Oh.
3 in a short period of time. And also, no NBA coach would go out there and attack the crew.
Right.
They would say they disagree and they whatever, but they wouldn't go after the league and the officiating crew because that will get you suspended.
Right.
And now
to call it
she's suspended.
malpractice, yeah.
Yeah. So I was watching on sports. She dropped 3 F-bombs and then she ran out. She ran out onto the court and needed to be restrained, I should say.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. It's awesome. She comes running out. Her teammate has to try to pull her off the thing. Yeah. She's,
Oh my God.
She's
very aggressive.
Yeah, you would never do that, Erica.
No, I'm too timid.
You're too dainty.
Yeah,
You're
I'm too ladylike.
You're ladylike. Now, this is an interesting thing that I brought up with Dr. Drew.
Yeah.
All right, you can stop that. But there's also the play, Andrew, where the women are just jawing at each other, just like crazy, like in each other's face. I have a theory, which is they used to say all throughout history, like, that's not very ladylike. That's not very ladylike, young lady. You're a young lady. It's not very lady. And they'd get them back.
Yeah.
Maybe they knew something. Maybe they knew
that they were going to be.
The bitches were crazy.
Bitches 200, were coming out
300 years ago, and they invented these things. Like, act like a young lady. That's not very ladylike, because it's on now. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's on.
I do think it might be an age thing, because if you see the women going crazy, they're usually in their 50s, I think.
I don't know. But see, when I see women who were told they couldn't make their Frontier airline flight start pulling computers off at the airport and throwing them.
Yeah.
And the chicks at the Taco Bell, when they're told they're out of hot sauce, start tearing the place apart. Those chicks are 19.
Yeah, that's true.
I think everyone's gone
I had
nuts
a run-in
now.
with a barista at the Starbucks at an airport recently.
Really?
Where I just asked, like, is my drink coming? And she got really mad at me. She kind of like glared at me like, yes, it's here, really aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get on my plane and I'm drinking my coffee and I start feeling like a drip in my pants.
Uh-huh.
There was a hole in the bottom of my coffee cup.
Really?
And it was like a torrential downpour of my coffee. And I was like, did she do that on purpose?
So this is an interesting thing. So you're at the airport.
Yeah.
Which one?
I think it was Atlanta. Yeah, Atlanta, which is a really bad
I don't want to take a
airport.
turn for the racial here, but is she a woman of color?
That woman, I don't think so. She might have been mixed race, but I don't think she was.
There's an airport situation. Let's see if we can sort this out.
Yeah.
You are attractive, blonde, and white.
Yeah.
So according to the steady diet that we've been feeding every young person,
I'm a
you're
Karen.
kind of the enemy.
Yeah.
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 Well, you had a lot of privilege.
Yes.
Lots of privilege.
Yes.
And there is a phenomenon which I experienced in experiencing, which is you take these young women, especially women of color, you feed them a steady diet on it's the male, it's the patriarchy, it's the heterosexual. I also have a target because I'm 6 foot tall, or 6'2", male,
White.
easily identified as a strong heterosexual, and I have money. So
Yeah.
I'm part of the problem as well.
Right.
So now you have these young women of color who are fed this steady diet by all the fucking politicians about how we're the problem. And then you go to the airport and guess who's working the security line? They are.
Yeah.
And now it's payback time because they're in charge.
Yeah.
And there's a theme of that I see a lot that you don't see like LAX has in Atlanta, like Detroit, like places like that. And so when you come to the Starbucks, and especially like, let's just say you're some dumpy fat chick and also you have to work, like you're nobody's trophy wife. You fucking dad left when you were 3.5. You never fucking saw the guy again.
Yeah.
You got a lot of weird rage percolating inside of you. And then somebody, a dainty little angel, a bit of all right, a cello playing, blonde haired
Ladylike.
little pixie comes up and says, "Excuse me, may I have more porridge?" And then they fucking,
And she goes
then they get triggered.
crazy.
They get triggered.
Yes.
Right. Yeah,
It's true. It felt like that. It felt like she was so angry, and I just asked,
Right.
"Is my drink? Is it coming?"
right. So where's the anger from? It's from
Yeah.
a million years ago where their dad left them or they got molested or they got abused or whatever it is. And then they
Yeah.
started eating their feelings and now they're 100 pounds overweight. And then we take all these bitches and we put them right at the front.
At the airport.
We put them at the airport and they become, I had a Starbucks, I had a woman of color, Starbucks, yell. I was coming back from, I can't remember where it was. And I had a Starbucks that I bought on the way to the airport.
Yeah.
And it was $8 worth of Starbucks. And I come from poor stock. And the one thing I can't do is like toss a smoothie or a Starbucks or something like that.
Yeah.
That's $11 worth of liquid.
Yeah.
By the way, I would have to mow 4 lawns to get enough money to pay for one fucking Starbucks now when I was a kid. And it's like
Right.
So I'm walking through the airport and the chick who checks the ID is at the front. She's way out there. And then there's a long line and then you get to the metal detector and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm holding my Starbucks. And they put a bunch of trash cans right before you get to the metal detector to
yeah.
toss your
Yeah.
liquids. And we're 100 feet away. And this is like a middle-aged black woman. and I'm drinking my Starbucks. I show her my ID, whatever. And she goes, "You want to throw that away right here?" And I go, no, I still got half left. And she goes, "You throw it away here." And I go, "No, I'm just going to sip on it in line and then I'll throw it away in the front." She goes, "Or you can throw it away here." And I go, "I'm just going to hang on to it till I get in the front." And she goes, "Well, then get." She yelled "get" like an old-time sharecropper. Like I heard a shotgun
Get?
pump in my head. "Well, then get," she yelled at me.
Oh my God.
Now, okay, what's going on here? Rich guy, tall guy, white guy, the oppressor, everybody. Look,
Yeah.
if you're going to be Hitlerian or you're going to be the oppressor,
Right.
then expect what comes your way.
Yeah.
Could be a bullet, could be then get. It could be
Yeah.
whatever they got for you if in fact you are the oppressor. Now,
Yeah.
as it turns out, I'm just a person who probably grew up poorer than her, who pays a shitload in taxes and just wants to get along.
Right.
That's who I am.
Yeah.
Not rich daddy,
Yeah.
but no.
He's projecting issues onto you.
Well, we're doing a nice job in society of trying to divide everyone into victim and oppressor. And I've been screaming it's a bad idea. Stop doing it. Stop
Yeah.
convincing everyone I'm the problem. Also, no Carolla ever owned a slave. They were never might come from hippie stock who would have marched with
Right.
them. I come from the opposite of what they think I come from.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they don't know. Yeah. Now it's like they can profile you, but you can't profile them. So there's like a real double standard happening.
I agree. All right, Andrew, you don't know what I'm asking you. I'm asking for the third time the jawing on the court, the crazy jawing on the court. That's what I
No,
kept
I've been looking
saying.
for it.
It
It's
doesn't
not-
exist. It's the front of Sports Center, which is weird. I don't know why. One chick makes a 3 and the other starts screaming. Or maybe they scrub it. I don't
They took it
I
offline.
don't
They
know.
probably are scrubbing it because there's a huge problem in the WNBA with dirty play, specifically with Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, but this isn't dirty play.
Oh.
This is just screaming. I'm not talking about a physical thing. I'm talking about screaming at each other. That's what I'm trying. I keep trying to put that not there.
Can't find.
Well, it's the front. Like I said, it was on SportsCenter, but maybe they do. Maybe they just go. I mean, chicks just, they're in each other's faces just screaming.
Yeah.
And it's weird. But it's not very ladylike.
No, but it's also not a ladylike sport. I mean, it's basketball,
That's not very ladylike.
right?
I guess. What's a ladylike sport?
Tennis,
Tennis?
or volleyball, maybe. Although that's kind
Volleyball?
of aggressive sometimes. Volleyball,
Mm-hmm.
they can slam the ball really.
Maybe it was the night before,
Aggressively.
Andrew. Sorry, I could have been watching a day late. Could have been the night before SportsCenter. But anyway, women are going nuts.
Yeah.
And we
Did you ever watch the Dallas cheerleader documentary?
Mm-hmm.
Those are kind of crazy ladies, the ones who run it.
Oh, yeah.
They're really, really intense.
But they're old school crazy.
Yeah, they're old school. They don't scream at each other. They're actually ladylike, but they're running a cheerleaders are ladylike.
So here's my theory. My
Yeah.
theory is we have a society that is built on a certain amount, being able to absorb a certain amount of negativity.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, I always would say to Drew, I don't know what percent of society are criminals. It's less than 1%, but the day it goes to 6%, there's nothing we can do. It's just wild in the
Yeah.
streets.
Right.
We're not going to be able to protect ourselves if it gets to 5% of people are killers or criminals or whatever,
Yeah.
And I would describe our society as like the ocean, and the ocean can take raw sewage. It can take us dumping raw sewage into it. Millions of gallons of raw sewage, but at a certain point, fish will start floating up. Like it can't absorb an infinite amount of raw sewage.
Yeah.
Right? So our society was like good. It worked in the sense that half men, half women.
Mm-hmm.
And the men were the violent ones. They were putting their hands on people. They were fighting. They were doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
All the stuff we didn't want sort of came by the men.
Mm-hmm.
Almost a zero on the woman's side of the aisle, like when I was growing up.
Yeah.
I made it till age 40. Never saw women physically fight. You know, I never experienced what you experience now. You see on the internet at the airport, they're screaming, they're tearing places up, like they're going nuts. Didn't exist. So now the men are still doing the shooting and the punching and the screaming, and they're doing
Yeah.
all that. Now we have a percentage of women who are doing what the men were doing when I was growing up, and we, as a society, we're having trouble absorbing it because we
Right.
didn't count on a large demographic of women participating in craziness.
Right. But the women are just screaming, whereas the men are still pretty much the violent ones.
Well,
Right?
no,
Percentage-wise.
women are fighting and throwing punches and
Okay.
tearing up
But they're not
kiosks.
shooting anybody. They're not shooting.
No,
anybody.
they're not. They've not. They're getting
Closer to
the
that.
trans ones are, but I don't know if
yeah.
they were men or women. I can never figure out what they were. Who do we pin that one on? The trannies are shooting, but I think the shooting will come next. We're getting because they're behind the men.
Mm-hmm.
They'll evolve.
My theory is that everything that's happening online, like when it shifts into reality, that's when it gets really dangerous. You know, like when you think you can cancel someone online and then you bring it into reality, it's a different situation, right? Like,
Yeah. Well, I totally agree.
Obviously.
Well, there's also a thing which is lack of religion, so people don't have meaning anymore.
Yeah.
And then there's like a poll. I guess we should have saw this one coming, but like it's these are older polls, but they asked people, and that's probably a higher percentage of women, like, who would you save, a drowning stranger or your dog if it was drowning? And they all go, my dog. And it's like, well, then you can put a bullet in someone a lot easier than I could.
that's true.
I mean, if you think about that.
Right.
All right. So, I want to throw another female theory out. I'm looking at
I
all.
feel like I have to defend my gender.
Defend your gender. So I'm seeing all these women online going nuts, and they're all down at the ICE facility screaming and yelling at they're yelling at the ICE officials and blah blah officers and everything else, and they're all kind of going, and they got tattoos and earrings, and they got nasal piercings and stuff. Like, people are going nuts. And then I went back and I saw a video, and I liked it, Andrew. I just didn't tell you about it. It's a day or so old, but it was like 1968, and it was like women. A young lady does this, and then a young lady does that, and it was like our 60s, 50s version of like a woman. And then at some point, she marries a man, and she cooks and keeps him happy, and she raises children. She may choose to work part-time, and I thought, yeah, that's what it was. And then I had this thought. My mom was kind of, I would call embarrassing that way, like not a traditional house, not this.
Yeah.
So I'll play you 30 seconds of this, but it's from 67, and it's about gender roles. But here's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is my mom was a fucking mess, and now she would fit right in.
Right.
Back then, she stood out. As in, what the fuck's wrong with your mom?
Right.
Now she'd be cool.
Yeah.
And then I wouldn't get so much shit. So it's a kind of a timing thing. It's kind of like being bald. Is it good? Is it bad? Well, if you're fucking bald in 1965, you're a weirdo, and now you're Michael Jordan.
Right.
So is it good or is it bad? We'll play it. Turn it up.
Here she is. She is single and fun-loving.
She's dancing. Pretty ladylike, very ladylike.
She seems a little unhinged.
She's on the spectrum.
Yeah.
She's engaged.
Wow, big hands. Those are really big hands.
She is newly married.
Seems nuts.
And not so newly married.
Now she's really old.
Yeah, they jumped
She went
ahead.
from like 20 to like 80.
They were going sequentially, and then they skipped 60 years.
She has no children.
Oh, she's a spinster.
Well, wait a minute.
This is like me.
She has one shot.
Oh. Child just appeared out of nowhere. Really talking to him.
She has many children.
Where did they come from?
Her vagine.
Oh my God. She just had 6 children?
Yeah. All right.
She even has grandchildren.
What? How is she 20 and 80?
She's
She
cooking.
may be exclusively a homemaker.
Exclusively?
Homemaker. I love that title.
And she knows
Or
how to
she
type.
may hold a part-time job.
Part-time. All right, you could pause it. The point is when everyone was normal, my mom was abnormal, and then I got a bunch of shit for it.
Yeah.
And now your mom can be a freak show. I mean, your mom can be a tatted up lesbian, and you wouldn't get any shit, you know?
My grandma was an aeronautical engineer.
Really?
Yeah, during
Wow.
World War II, she was very smart. So I don't think she was a homemaker type.
Was she ladylike?
A little bit. She was a little
Where'd she work?
eccentric. She was eccentric. I'm not sure. She was somewhere in New Jersey, I think.
But she must have worked for Northrop or Grumman or some place like that, like a manufacturer, someone who
Yeah,
like
I think
manufactured
so.
aircraft.
Yeah, and there weren't that many women doing that. It was
No.
World War. It was during the war. So
Yeah.
So they needed some smart women. But
My mom was early money on not shaving the pits.
oh, really? She was a hippie lady?
Yeah.
Wow.
And my buddy Ray came over one day, and my mom's just wearing some sleeveless thing with her armpit hair, and my brother's like, "What's wrong with your mom?" And I'm like, "I don't know.
Do you think your mom
She's
was
got all fucking hairy pits hanging out." I'm like, "Yeah, Okay. Now it'd be cool.
Yeah, now she'd be
Now
progressive.
She's
yeah.
on the vanguard, Ray, don't you know?
Were you
And by the way,
embarrassed?
Ray couldn't ask that question now because he'd get into trouble.
Right.
Yeah.
Did he think it was hot?
Well, it was hot outside, and so the hair was sticking and matted.
Ew.
No, he fucking was making fun of me, and I was embarrassed because I didn't know what to say. Like, yeah, she's obviously not the lady from the commercial.
Right. Did she wear dresses or pants, or what did she dress like?
She wasn't
Like a
ladylike.
truck. She was like a trucker lady.
She just kind of threw in the towel.
Oh, okay.
Aesthetically,
She
like
just let
probably
herself
at some
go.
point. Yeah, we just
Okay.
went, screw it. Like, what are we doing here?
Right.
Like, what do I have to prove? Screw Ray.
What did your dad think of that?
He just left. So I don't, that's what he thought.
I guess that's what happens.
That's what happened.
Stop shaving.
Not very ladylike. She is.
Yeah, I would describe her as ladylike.
Mm-hmm.
She's very pristine, like everything's very put together.
I like those people on one hand. On the other hand, I think, what are you hiding?
Right.
What are you hiding there?
Yeah.
That's
what I
your
wonder.
family's accomplished, right?
Yeah, my mom's a violinist.
Right.
And my dad passed away, but he was a CPA at Ernst and Young.
Right.
So
You have no wonder the Starbucks bitch hates you. You deserve it. I don't. I come from hippie flop stock poor person shit. I don't deserve this shit.
That's true. And
You
they
do.
can't tell though by looking at you.
I know.
Yeah.
'Cause I look so put together.
Yeah, they don't know how hard you had to work to get where you are.
That's right. Well, because
don't know that.
they've been fed a steady diet that I didn't because of the patriarchy and I'm white and whatever. It's who you know and daddy's money and all that shit
Right.
they invented, which just serves to make them angrier.
Yeah.
And by the way, you're holding them back because they're angry and they have trouble with like authority and they tell their
Right.
boss to fuck off a lot and then they get fired and then they don't get to where they want to go.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're just perpetual victims, basically.
Mhm. All right, so we don't
Okay,
have all that
covered that.
crazy jawing. I will film it off my TV set because it's in my queue, and I'll bring it in tomorrow if someone reminds me. Let's see. So here's a question, a hypothetical for everybody. The women and the men are going batshit crazy with all this ICE stuff. And they're out front of the detention center in Portland and they're screaming,
Oh, right.
you know, and they're like,
yeah.
and also they're screaming like, shoot them, shoot ICE guys, you know, like,
Jeez.
well, we'll play a little. And then ICE is tackling them and they're standing in front of them and screaming.
Oh my God, I
They're
haven't even
Gestapo
been
and
paying
stuff.
attention to this.
Oh, I'll show you
Okay.
20 seconds of it. I love it when they tackle someone and the person bellows. That's my favorite part. They're grabbing people and
Is this in Portland?
dragging
or?
them back. I think it's in Portland. So let me ask a hypothetical. You can pause.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much, if you're an ICE official now, you just have crazy people yell, die, call you Hitler. Oh, Andrew can find it, but there were
Jeez.
chanting, shoot ICE.
Oh
The
my
day after somebody
God.
shot up an ICE facility, there was like
Oh,
a
right.
shoot ICE chants going on. But here's what I want to say to all the people, and it's the same people who claimed the Capitol Police from January 6th were permanently traumatized because they had to push against those dudes carrying the American flag and scuffle with them, and talked about the deep psychological damage and then blamed any suicide from one of them on that event. Do you have any compassion for these people, or do you have any thoughts? Because this, by the way, this is ongoing. The Capitol Police trauma was for 3 hours, one day, and that wasn't all of them. Half of them were giving them escorts through the Capitol, so that was fine. This is all day, every day, being doxxed, having
Jeez.
politicians call you Gestapo. Would there be any long-term psychological damage, folks on the left who are arguing that with the Capitol Police, or are we on to something else here? Or did you ever believe it in the first place? All right, here it is. Sorry.
Shoot the fucker! Shoot the fucker! What the heck? So crazy.
Shoot ice sounds like a malt beverage, you know, that like it's like made for like black people.
After a long day, I like a shoot ice.
Shoot
I
ice.
need a shoot of
Yeah,
ice.
right. Ice Cube, spokesperson.
I used to drink Colt 45.
Right.
But now
It starts
I
with-
shoot ice.
It starts with that good commercial motif where Ice Cube's on stage and he goes, "Thank you, Atlanta," and they show him walk off, and someone puts a towel on him and hands him
You've tried shoot, but have you tried shoot ice?
shoot ice. Have you ever seen a commercial? There was a Colt 45 commercial with Billy D. Williams, who was Hammer, and he had a desk drawer in his office above the club that was made for drinking. You ever see that commercial?
No.
He had a custom drinking desk made, like a drawer. Hammer, there was Hammer, who was a professional football player, and then there was Billy D. But anyways, Colt 45. All right, so here's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you are part of the January 6th committee and you're all those politicians and your claim is that the Capitol Police suffered irreparable long-term damage, psychological damage from this one-time afternoon event where they had to scuffle with fellow citizens, then why no sympathy for the other law enforcement, ICE people that are having this as an ongoing daily battle? And then why are you calling them Gestapo and wanting them to unmask so they can be doxxed and put their family? Isn't that an inconsistent thought is what I'm
Yes.
saying? So there's two separate entities.
Yeah.
There's the Capitol Police.
Uh-huh.
They're on our side.
Yeah.
Then there's ICE. There's Immigration Customs Enforcement.
Yeah.
They're on our side as well. They're both American entities that protect us.
Right.
One of them you have great sympathy for and worry much about their psychological, their where they would land psychologically and the deep emotional scars that would happen if one afternoon other Americans battled with them.
Right.
But the other entity, ICE, they battle on a daily basis with fellow Americans, and you call them Nazis and want them to have their masks taken off.
Oh my God.
And so do you have sympathy for folks who work in law enforcement for this country? And the answer is no.
No.
You conveniently use one side to try to make a retarded point and then have no thoughts about the other side, the men and women who work for ICE, who you're literally putting in danger because you're telling them to demask themselves. So that's a completely inconsistent thought. And it's, by the way, it's all the same people that were 100% on Capitol Police and what the deep ramifications psychologically of what happened on January 6th, who are constantly throwing the ICE officers under the bus.
Right.
So if you talk to Gavin Newsom would say those men, those brave men and women trying to protect are deeply scarred and psychological, having to do battle with fellow Americans, all that. And then if you ask about ICE, he'd say Gestapo, demask them.
Well, is it a difference between the federal government and then the local government? Is that what, like, they're upset with just the federal government? Because does the ICE work for the larger scale government versus like localized?
Well, as far as what Gavin Newsom thinks or who's upset?
Yeah, well,
no, they're upset when they're trying to make a case.
Yeah.
Like January 6th, then they're upset.
Yeah.
Now they're trying to make another case, and then they're not upset because the
Right.
case is the other direction.
Right.
So on January 6th, it's all the Capitol Police are heroes, and it's the Trump supporters that are the enemy.
Right.
And now all the migrants are the heroes, and the officials, the ICE officials, are the enemy.
Right.
And Trump sent them.
Yeah.
So they're going to do the opposite argument.
Yeah. So it's whatever serves their needs, basically.
Well, let's put it to you
Or
this
their
way.
agenda.
I'm going to ask you, Dawson, if you had a son in law enforcement, if your son's in law enforcement, you hope they never fire their gun, and you hope they never are attacked or doxxed or whatever. You hope they make it all the way through their career like Jimmy's Uncle Frank. New York cop, never arrested anyone, never did anything, just walked around. Okay. So this is your son. Would you rather your son have a bad afternoon on the Capitol, meaning 3 or 4 hours of pushing and shoving, somebody calling him stuff? By the way, if he's part of the Capitol Police, he may have gotten lucky and been the ones that were given the tours on the rotunda, Dawson. He may not be in the fray, but that day, that afternoon, pushing and scuffling with other clearly unarmed Americans with Trump hats and American flags, or ICE work in L.A. or Portland or Chicago on a daily being spat upon, attacked by Antifa, and they're shooting into the facility. So in terms of your son, which would you prefer?
I would certainly worry less if they were Capitol Police.
Yeah.
Right. Yes, you would. Yes.
And after a long day of keeping protesters out of the Capitol, we go home and crack an ice cold shoot ice.
Shoot ice. Gotta help yourself to shoot ice. And remember, you gotta enjoy it responsibly. I like when they say that.
You got to enjoy it responsibly, yeah. You can hate it irresponsibly all you want. This shit sucks. I'm going to drink like 50 of them. But if you're enjoying it responsibly.
It's a big day around here.
It is?
Yeah.
What is it?
I installed over the weekend my urinal sink.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
Like $1 million.
Wow.
It's a sink on top, urinal on the bottom. It's kind of the mullet of bathroom fixtures,
Do most people have one of those?
Nobody has one.
No, but I was like, that sounds like privilege.
Yeah, that's my white privilege.
That's definitely privilege talking.
Yeah, it got delivered months ago. It sat in the back of the warehouse, and over the weekend I finally said, let's install this bad boy.
Does it help your lifestyle? Do you feel?
I've not broken it in yet.
Oh, okay.
We're having a ribbon cutting ceremony. The ribbon is that wisp of paper that they put around the toilet in the toilet seat at bad hotels, and we're gonna cut
on
that.
A plane.
Yeah, we'll do a photo op. You can be in on it.
I can't wait.
Yeah. So it's a little unorthodox. The thing, it was kind of weird installation. Plumbing is tough.
Yeah, and you did it yourself?
No, I had my guys over here, and I sort of did it with them. I'm sort of what they call the maestro.
Oh, wow.
Maybe the jefe.
Sounds all like white privilege.
I had to figure it out. We all did it together. Got it mounted up. It's a weird sort of. Certain things are a little more straightforward than others. This was not straightforward, but we got it figured out.
Putting together an IKEA bed.
I will just tell you that IKEA, there's IKEA, and IKEA's like, here's what you do. Here's the instructions, A, B, C, D. You go through, take it slow, you can do it. Yeah. Then there are other things that are like, there is no bracket or mount or screw. You have to kind of improvise, figure it out, do it yourself. But if you do enough of it, you can figure it out. So I just tried to use it before I came in here, and it didn't seem to drain properly. So I don't know where I'm at with it now.
Oh shoot, that's a problem.
It could be a problem, but we will fix it.
Okay.
But the point is, it's a sink on the top that drains into a urinal.
But the draining is the problem.
There was an issue.
You just have a sink full of urine.
No. You pee in the urinal.
Okay.
And the sink.
Oh,
water.
It's just above it?
Yes.
I can't picture what it looks like. You don't have a picture.
Well, There's a sink,
Yes.
and it's as one attached to a urinal above it.
Right. Okay. Why did you want this?
Because I wanted a urinal,
Right.
but that bathroom didn't have a sink.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted a sink and a urinal. And also, I never understood why we wasted so much water flushing urinals
Right.
and then washing the sink. One should be able to pee in the urinal and then wash your hands
right above it.
right above it.
Yeah, I
and
can
have
see
it
that.
have it drained down. I think Andrew took a picture of it. I don't know if it's drained yet. though.
Oh no!
I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out if it hasn't drained yet. No, it's not drained
that's
yet.
Gross. Is that yours?
That's my whiz.
Oh my god!
Has it drained at all? Because I put some water in it to try to
How did he get that
thin it
picture?
out.
Does he?
I just took that picture 5 seconds ago. No draining.
But
No
is this,
draining.
Is
God
this
damn
in the
it.
office? Is this here?
This is feet away from you, my
oh
lady.
my god!
Oh,
This is
yeah.
not ladylike.
Not ladylike.
I am not going into that bathroom.
I don't know why the hell it didn't drain, but I got to figure that out now.
It looks like it's not elevate. It looks like the drainage isn't. There's nowhere for it to go.
There's a place for it to go. It's a drain. It's not draining. All right, here's what I need you to do, my lady. Get that wet, dry shop vac and clean that out so we
I
can
am not going
have a
in
look see
there.
at what's going on in there.
This is a man's job for sure.
Man,
This is-
dreams dashed. I put this thing up and I said, I'm going to let all the silicone dry. And I came in to
gosh.
finally break it in this morning, and
And
no can do.
disappointment.
Disappointment.
Jeez, I'm sorry.
Yep.
It looks tragic.
That's all right. I'm going to troubleshoot it, and I'm going to figure it out. So how about that?
All right, I believe in you.
All right. So let's see. What did I want to get into with you? Well, what do you got? What do you want to talk about?
Well, I broke my toe.
You broke your toe.
Yeah, it was my first bone break.
How'd you do that?
I kicked my coffee table, and it's the dumbest. It's the dumbest thing I've ever done because I've never broken any bone.
Never broke a bone.
No, I was just multitasking. I was drinking my coffee, talking on the phone, and just banged it.
Barefoot.
Yeah, barefoot. And you can't do anything about it. They're just like, you just wait it out.
Yeah.
There's nothing. And then I got x-rays, and then I went to my doctor, and the whole time it was just like, yep, it's broken. They don't do anything.
Just the metal leg that went down to the floor is what you kicked?
Yeah, it wasn't even metal. It's like wood.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know how I hit it in a place that just broke a bone.
Which toe?
The fourth one, the one that, like got nothing.
Oh, this little piggy went to the market.
This little piggy
Went
got
home.
roast beef.
This little pig.
And this little piggy got none. It's that one.
That is the least creative children's
Isn't it
limerick
dumb?
ever.
Except it's cute that it's about toes. It's kind of cute to personify toes or
But it's
pigify.
so it's so boring.
It is boring.
You know what I
this
mean?
little piggy went to market. This little piggy.
Well, yeah, okay, but the point is they had assignments. This little piggy went to the market, and this little piggy went home, and this little piggy had roast beef, and then this little piggy should have had pheasant or chicken
right?
or tofurkey or something. But this is like,
got none.
but I mean, you know what it's like? It'd be like if I went like, hey, I'm putting a group together.
Yeah.
I'm calling them the Spice Girls.
Right.
And we got Posh Spice over there, and Baby Spice over there, and Sporty Spice, and then that one who's just Spice,
Yeah, that one's
this
nobody.
kind of nothing.
Don't even worry about it.
Not Sports Spice. That's what that one is. And then someone would go like, well, give it a fucking name. Then. Give it something to do.
I know.
Oh, I'm going to start a band called the Village People. We got a cop over there. We got a construction worker over there. We got a guy who works for the phone company over there. And then there's Stan. He's just wearing Dockers. He's just a dude. Well, give him a fucking job.
I know.
Nobody does that. The Village People, the Spice, they all have a role.
Yeah.
And a title.
Exactly.
And a moniker.
Yeah.
It's not well, what's this Spice Girl do? She gets none. She does nothing.
She does nothing.
She does nothing.
It's
She
so
stands in
sad.
between sporty and posh, just kind of
Right.
stands. Whoever crafted this,
I know. You should research who wrote that.
it's always German and weird and old.
Do you think there's a hidden meaning to it? Like, were they soldiers or something?
This little piggy went to the market.
This
And
little
also,
piggy went home.
I'm
This
also
little
like,
pig-
how I always wonder like how this stuff gets off the ground.
yeah, because they
because
stay around forever.
And everyone has to repeat it,
yeah.
right? And so what I'm saying is like, I always feel that way. Like when UPS had the "What can Brown do for you?"
Mm-hmm.
I never get why that stuff doesn't get shot down immediately.
Right.
Like they're in some office and they're on Madison Avenue and it's like, hey Ted, I got a killer one. You know the UPS account? I think I got it. What can Brown do for you? And I don't know why everyone goes, Bob, that sucked. You get, what else you got?
Right.
That's fucking retarded. Sounds like shit. It
Yeah.
literally reminds me of shit. So anyway, let's work on some good ideas. How about that?
Right.
How does it get all the way past the thing? And so what I'm saying is like this little piggy, like somebody went, I got a great idea for a kid's nursery rhyme. What is it? This little piggy went to the market. Yeah. This little piggy went home. Uh-huh. This little pig had roast beef.
Uh-huh.
I'm listening.
Yeah.
This little pig had none. Okay. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but don't ever say it again because it sounds retarded. You sound like a fucking retard. You understand? Nobody's going to ever repeat that
What?
ever again.
What was the pinky toad do again? It runs all
It
the
goes,
way.
wee,
Wee, wee, all the way home.
But wait, this little piggy went to the market.
Yeah.
This little pig. We already had a piggy that went home, right?
Wait, this little piggy went to the market. This little piggy went home. So then where does it run? And then it runs all the way home again?
It's a different
It's
piggy.
a different piggy.
Wow, this
But-
is so bankrupt of any creativity
I know.
at all.
The only thing I like about it is that it's about the toes. I think that's cute, you
Yeah.
know? But yeah, it is pretty boring.
Let's get a clean version of you doing this little piggy because I feel like some of my listeners would appreciate it.
Do they have this little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed home. This little piggy had roast beef. This little piggy had none. This little piggy cried, wee, 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 all the way home. And then you tickle somebody. You go, wee, wee, wee,
And
wee.
Origins 1728. The village idiot scrolled this down in a piece of fucking bark in between molesting
1728?
kids. Jesus fucking Christ. Why do we know this? Origins. Can you read what the origins are? 1728.
Wait, did it say something about
First-
famous Tommy Thumb's little storybook published in London in this book? So it's from a book.
Uh-huh.
The full rhyme continued to appear as slight variations in many late 18th and early 19th century collections.
You know what it's for?
Little pigs.
I'll tell you what it's for. I'll tell you what little kids love. 'Cause
Yeah.
my kids loved this shit when they were little.
Yeah.
A weird anticipation and a little delayed gratification.
Yeah, well, they like the tickle part. You know what I mean?
But
You
they
go,
like
tickle.
They like the build.
Yes.
part.
Yes.
They love. You know, my kids used to love. They used to love to play Stinky Foot.
What's stinky foot?
I would smell their foot and go, "Ooh, Stinky Foot, Stinky Foot." But the part they liked about it the best, my daughter was like a little more advanced. My son was just a sack of flour, just kind of, just like hung on in and stuff. But my daughter was like a little more up in her head,
Right.
And after a while, you can't just do Stinky Foot. Like you can't just grab their foot and smell it and go, "Oh, Stinky Foot, Stinky Foot."
Right.
My daughter, I would have to smell her foot, and I'd go, "We're gonna play smell the urinal when we're done."
No.
Yes, we are.
Gross.
Oh, Dinky Pot.
Gross.
And my daughter, I haven't had this thought in a million years. I would smell her foot, and I go, nothing. I mean, I guess she must have shot. Oh, Dinky Pot, Dinky Pot.
yeah.
And she wanted to build.
Well, the
that part.
surprise too. The surprise.
She knew the next time I did it, I would do it, same thing again. Where I'd
Yeah.
go, hey, I don't know. I just no problem. Oh,
that it was
she
so
loved
funny.
that. Now my son, he really couldn't. Like he just wanted the stinky foot.
Right.
So what they like is this little piggy went to the. And this little piggy
yeah,
stayed
the
home.
tension
Yes, they
builds.
know the wee thing is coming.
Yeah, they like. Yeah, exactly. They like the payoff, and they don't have to wait that long either.
Yeah.
My favorite game as a kid.
Yeah, like Stinky Foot. That's almost immediate payday.
I played a Lost Little Kitty. That was my favorite game as a kid. Where I would hide in the hamper, and then I go meow 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 meow. My mom would have to go, "Oh, is this little kitty lost? Oh," and then she'd have to take care of me and serve me milk, and then I would lap it up with my tongue.
Really? I would do that, except my mom wouldn't look for me. She'd go, I'm going to go not shave my armpits and blow a joint out on the patio.
My dad had a game called Hide and Go Sleep. You go hide, I'm going to take a nap.
My mom would get so bored of it because I loved repetition at that age, so I would keep doing it over and over. So eventually she'd just like lose the acting. She'd just be like, "Oh, lost kitty. Oh, here's some milk." Oh, and I didn't care.
And you drink it like a little kitty?
Yeah, I would lap it up with my tongue. Like,
did you have a cat?
I had a neighbor cat that I basically pretended was my cat. His name was Whiskey, and he would meet me at my bus stop and everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was like my best friend when I was like 10.
We had a neighbor cat. I had a neighbor
Really?
cat, too.
What was his name?
Norman. He just sort of arrived.
What did he look like?
He was just a pure outdoor alley cat dude. And
Norman.
We had a den. We had one air conditioner, like a window mount, kind of old school.
Yeah, we had that too.
And it would sit in my stepdad's room, which was his bedroom, which was also where the TV was. It was close quarters. I mean, could you imagine? Imagine a world where your stepdad has a separate room than your mom.
Yeah.
He doesn't sleep in that room.
Right.
He sleeps separate.
Yeah.
Because that's weirder.
Right.
You know, more stuff for Ray to make fun of, right?
Yeah.
But the house only has one bedroom. So the separate room is the den.
Oh, was there a bed in there? Like, where was he sleeping?
There's only one TV.
Oh.
And there's only one air conditioner. And it's the San Fernando Valley. So during the summer, you'd all have to sit in my stepdad's bedroom and watch the black and white TV with the air conditioner going.
Right.
And we would sit on my stepdad's bed, which was like a sofa bed, like
Oh my
what the Brady
God.
Bunch had in their family room or something, where like you
Jeez.
take the one big pillow off and that was his bed. He didn't have a bed. Well, we sat on his bed. And by the way, we ate TV dinners on his bed watching TV, and then he would go to bed where our asses and Salisbury steak were.
Why didn't he sleep with your mom?
Because everything had to be weird.
Armpit
yeah.
hair.
Armpit hair.
Yeah, my parents are weird too because my dad, was in a wheelchair, so he had a separate room downstairs.
Oh, really?
Towards the end, not my whole life,
Oh,
but
yeah.
towards the end when he was like more disabled. So they renovated that. They renovated our den into a handicap accessible.
Oh, really?
Bedroom for him.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Did he have one of those stair rail elevator things?
Yeah,
Had a lift?
Yeah, we had a ramp. A lift. Yeah, and sometimes it would get stuck once in a while.
Did you ride on
Got
it
stuck
ever?
once. Yeah, I think I rode on it when we first got it.
So when we discovered Norman because we would all sit in my stepdad's bed, room, couch, watch TV with the air conditioning rattling in this
Yeah.
little room.
Can really picture
and
this.
the air conditioner had these like plastic accordion things, because the air conditioner is 22 inches wide.
Right.
The average window's 32
Yeah.
or 36, but maybe it's 44. So you have these accordion plastic thing you'd pull out and you'd nail
Yeah.
it to the side of the jamb. Well, of course, the thing was like sunblasted and heat cycled, and it blew out the accordion.
Oh, geez.
Right. So now it's open air
Oh no.
to the outside, so you can't have that. So but you could also not properly repair it. God forbid that happened.
Right.
So
So you just have a broken air conditioner?
no, the air conditioner works.
Oh, okay.
But it's open to the outside.
I see. But normal air's coming in. Then.
That is true, but that was fixed.
Oh,
Because
okay.
my mom saved part of the jean leg from a cut off jeans, and then thumbtacked it where the flap was.
Wow.
So you had a flap of denim jean that
Are you serious?
didn't really fit right. But then at some point, Norman realized that was like a doggy door
Oh my
for
God.
a kitty.
And would just come in?
It'd be like 4 feet off the ground. You'd just be watching TV, and there Norman would pop up
That's so cute.
through the flap, and he'd hang out for a while. You'd give him some food, and then he'd pop out through the flap again.
Wow.
The jean flap.
So
That was
it
his
kind of
door.
like your cat.
Yeah, it
He
was.
became your cat.
Yeah,
That's cute.
Mm-hmm.
And then how did he die when you were young or?
He was very affectionate and sweet and everything else. And then one day, a litter of kittens popped up
Oh my God.
like down the street.
Oh my
And
gosh.
we went over there and we got a kitten and brought the kitten back.
Oh, was it his kitten?
No, sometimes
he-
there's other cats who have sex. And yeah, no, not his kitten. A litter of kittens from down the street.
Okay,
but
okay.
he wasn't involved.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think so.
You
That's
don't
a
know.
good question.
Yeah, it's hard
I don't
to
know.
who the father was.
So
Okay.
went and got a free kitten from a box. It was
Okay.
like a box of kittens, you
Yeah.
know. And the kitten came home and the kitten got all the attention.
Aw.
And Norman went on a strike after that.
Really?
He literally did something I never heard a cat do, really. It's like if you'd go to pet him, he'd go, like he would fucking growl at anyone who came next to him. He hated this cat.
Oh, he's jealous.
Totally jealous, total boycott. Wouldn't let you pet him or touch him. He came in, he'd eat your food, and he'd fucking leave and tell you to fuck off.
Wow.
And he was mean, and he was ornery, and you couldn't get near him. And then at some point, I moved out and took the other cat with me, and then Norman went right back to normal.
Really?
Yep.
So he was jealous.
He had like 6 years of being a total douche.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. All right.
Wow.
Dawson, you got the news. We'll take a quick break, come back with the news right after this. Sport, a little bit of a physique,
Yeah, I think so.
Selleck had the coolest uniform, too. A Hawaiian shirt and a Detroit cap.
Yeah. Mhm.
He had a
Oh,
good
where
voice.
did
He has a
Detroit-
good voice too.
Yeah. I'm all, and by the way, when he does those commercials about home equity and you having money in it, he treats that like he's doing Death of a Salesman on Broadway, man.
Yes.
Most of these guys,
right.
you see the Manning brothers do these commercials and stuff. It's like, all right, you got 2 takes. I got to get on a phone call. This guy,
Yeah.
man,
He
he's taking
cares.
dramatic pauses. He's looking at, he's eyeballing this guy. He's looking over the lake, I've never seen a more crafted infomercial in my
Yeah.
life. Everyone else is, Shaq is just like, you got to go on Carnival Cruise now, don't you know? And then he just leaves. But Selleck is
Selleck
really
cares.
throwing himself into this
Yeah.
thing. It may be his greatest role.
I think so.
That's a cool.
let's see.
cool visual.
Let's see.
I know what you're thinking. I thought what you thought. Some things are just too good to be true.
I'm in already.
Just like you, I thought that reverse mortgages had to have some kind of catch. Just a way for the banks to get your house, right?
Pause it there for a second.
Yeah,
Let
he
me
has-
say this.
He has intention.
I want to give him my house
Guys
already.
don't work normally with their acting coach on like an infomercial.
Yeah.
This is just a money grab for him. But this
Yes.
guy put the time in. I mean, he sat down with his coach. They got the sides, they really went over it.
Yeah.
It's powerful.
Yeah. No,
There's
he has
no
intention.
mail in at all.
No, he looks like he really thought about this. Like, who am I?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Who
Let's
am I- who
keep
am I in
going.
this world?
This is
I did some
important.
homework.
Yeah,
And I
well,
found
yeah,
out
you did.
It's not any of that. It's not another way for the bank to get your house. And it's also not too good to be true. A reverse mortgage loan is a simple idea, really. You turn your home's equity
Look at
into
those
cash,
eyebrows.
and you pay it
Great.
back when you leave the house.
We spend so much time on
Most
the
people
mustache, we
use
forget the
money to
brows.
Pay off their existing mortgage.
got
or pay
two
some
eye
bills,
mustaches.
Cover medical costs. Even
He's a
update
three
their-
mustache man.
Mustache man.
Try
Like 3 months.
Try stash.
Still own your home. And you make no monthly mortgage payments.
I'm writing this fucking phone number down
It's a
right
loan
now.
designed just
And then at
for
the end of the
older
day, they told him we got it,
Americans,
Tom. And he
it's
said, you know
helped
what?
hundreds of thousands
Let me
of
try
live
something
Let's do
different.
another take where
Yeah.
I walk over
Yeah.
to the other chair.
Yeah.
Put my other hand in my pocket.
Yeah.
AAG is the leader in reverse mortgages.
Yeah,
Call us
okay.
Yeah,
today
he
for
really-
free information.
he really
He will answer
cares.
all your questions.
Hasselhoff
and
would
help
have
you
phoned
decide
this
if a
shit
reverse
in,
Oh, yeah.
wanted to be
No.
paid up
And how to
front,
qualify.
hammered that
I know
check.
what you're thinking. I did too. I
It's
felt
a
the
long
same way.
commercial.
But I checked
Keeps
it out.
going.
And I found out a lot more.
Look at that.
It's pretty simple. A reverse mortgage.
All right, pause it for a
Made-
second. And let me just tell you something. As a guy
Yeah.
who's been on that side of the lens
Yes.
a lot,
Yeah.
I love when people talk about themselves that way.
You think they studied tape of William Devane?
He probably watched Devane talking about selling gold
Yeah.
off that battleship
Yeah.
and thought, I'll do you better, Devane. I'll do you
right.
one better. But as a guy who's been on that end, your first impulse is like, how long is this commercial? It's 1 minute. All right, let's see how much shit we can cram into 60 seconds.
Yeah.
He's taking his time.
Yeah, I was gonna say you rush through it.
Yeah, I would power- I would bum
especially
rush
because
it.
the words don't mean anything to you. You're like,
Right.
"Ah."
And I don't own the company. I'm not getting a
Yeah.
reverse mortgage, you know.
Yeah.
Keep playing it though. This is a
Yeah.
Can give you the retirement stability you're looking for.
Wow. Wow.
Maybe you want to check it out.
smile, a little
62
smile.
or
Yeah.
older,
Right, a little
own your
smile
own
there.
home. Give AAG a
Yeah,
call to
it's like
receive your
he knows
free
who he's
information
talking
kit.
to.
You'll
He
like,
knows
receive
his
the
audience.
He's
information you're
talking to,
looking for,
you know,
as well
someone
as
he
tell you
cares
how much
about.
cash you may qualify
He's really
for.
trying to
Call
teach a
1-800-816-7908
lesson.
today.
Where did he study acting, I wonder?
AAG.
Did he go to like a really
bringing
good
stability into your retirement.
Did he go to a
Listen to wages.
The acting school
Oh, sorry,
with many
still kept
mustaches.
going.
Yeah. Nice to try mustache acting school.
conservatory, Juilliard?
He he went to USC. That much I know.
Okay. Well,
That's what I'm pretty sure he went.
He's a
I'm
good
almost
actor.
positive he went to USC. All right, sorry.
All right,
Dawson, yeah.
Serena Williams is in the news because she put herself there. 23-time Grand Slam champion was exiting a 5-star hotel in New York City. She was there to support Kim Kardashian at a lavish dinner marking the launch of Kardashian's new women's activewear. Well, as she's walking out of the hotel, she saw a decoration of a fake cotton plant. Immediately, she became uneasy because it was a traumatic reminder of the slavery that she endured.
oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy.
All right, everyone, how do we feel about cotton as decoration? Personally, for me, it doesn't feel great. So actually, it feels like no polish remover cotton, natural.
Oh my
She's
God.
haunted by cotton. Okay, couple things.
Wow. She had to
So-
put a glove on to even touch it.
Oh, I never thought about that. Like when she buys multivitamins, how does she get the cotton out of the container without being
Good
traumatized?
point.
Right,
Or she
right.
write a
Q-tips.
letter to the
Yeah.
folks over at Flintstone Vitamins to she's there's cotton. I'm
cotton
a
in a
man.
lot of
I don't
places.
have a lot of cotton contact, but ladies, there's a lot of cotton.
Yeah,
Right?
that's true. I had to put cotton between my toes when I broke my toe.
Oh,
You know,
were you
to-
traumatized?
Well, yeah. Every time I touch it, I'm like, slavery.
Now here's the thing. Can people have a little more situational awareness? Like, bitch,
Yeah.
you've been rich since you were 17. That's
Yeah.
like number one.
Yes.
Number two, you're married to a rich guy. Number three, whatever the fuck happened before this, you didn't participate in that.
Right.
Like, I'm sure the Italians may have been discriminated against when they landed in Ellis Island in 1902 or something. Whatever, gangs in New York, fine. But not
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I lived in North Hollywood with a cat in
Right.
Norman.
Yeah.
So I don't have the trauma. that you evidently
you have different trauma.
But yes, I have worse trauma.
Well, there's another thing, though. This is very, very weird to me when people say, how do we feel?
Yes, how do we
How do
feel
we
as a
feel?
people? Like, who are you
For
talking
me.
to?
For me,
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
We formerly had no thoughts about it because I don't
Right.
walk through 5-star hotels
Yes,
and
it's like-
pick on the decor.
It's a 5-star hotel. That's the other thing.
But also, again, you're wearing a jacket that is that's 2 months' paycheck for most Americans, I'm sure, as you film yourself.
Yes.
You're in New York at a 5-star hotel. You're there to hang out with your fellow billionaire female, Kim Kardashian. We can look up your net worth online, and we can see what your husband's net worth is. Have a little optical sort of situational awareness.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. You're going to get trolled.
you don't
And
know
by
anyone that was in the cotton farm.
picking
Yeah.
industry. And also, referring back to what we started with this, could you just give it a rest? It's 2025.
Sure.
Yeah.
And by the way, you, Serena, are a rich person who never has to deal with this, but the people who have to work at the airport see this, are activated and angered by it,
Yep.
and now
Yes.
you fucked up another generation because you can't stop fucking complaining about something that has nothing to do with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
There was a time when cotton picking used to be like a goddamn or a,
Yeah.
yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was listening to an old tape of my grandfather playing guitar on one of those cassette recorders. And
Really?
he recorded tapes for my grandmother, and
He
he
did?
said I'm gonna try to do this again, honey. But every time I press play on this thing, I can't do a cotton picking thing.
Yep, there's cotton picking.
Holy shit! Wow.
Then he yelled, Katie, bar the door.
Are you allowed to say that now? To cotton picking?
You know what? It should come back.
Not to Serena. And then Serena goes, and this is the kind of cotton they use for nail polish remover or something. Isn't there just one? Is there different strains of cotton that have done?
First of all,
don't
that plant was
know.
fake. It's not real cotton. It was just sticks with cotton swabs on it.
But whoever,
And then she took part of it off?
Yeah, she destroyed it.
yeah, she desecrated my cotton motif.
I
And,
wonder
you know,
if she had to pay for that.
somebody over at the Marriott should have her reimburse them. But anyway, here's the whole point.
weird.
If you're just going to look for it, then you'll find it.
Right,
Yes,
we need to
yes.
take away people's sense of self.
And
well.
also-
You're not that important.
It shows, and this happens a lot, where it shows there's an out of itness, an out of touchness, where you've flown private for travel for the last 15, 20 years. You've only stayed 4-star hotels. You know, it shows how out of it you are, that you don't know what it's going to look like to regular folk.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, her husband's worth $150 million, and then she's worth $300.
All right.
Oh my God.
Well, if you live in Dearborn, Michigan, and you have to get up early for work, you no longer need an alarm clock.
Why?
Because a contentious battle is brewing in Dearborn over a mosque's use of an outdoor loudspeaker for its call to prayer.
Wow.
5:30 a.m.
Oh my
This happens.
God.
This is in Dearborn, Michigan.
Oh my God.
Now here's what would happen.
No one's up.
Key change.
Here's what would happen to me. I'd be sleeping, but I would be incorporating this into my dreams so I wouldn't wake up.
Oh yeah.
You know, sometimes
Yeah.
like when you're sleeping and the garbage truck's backing up, like neat, 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 and in
Yeah.
your dream you're sitting in front of a microwave and my burrito's ready, neat, neat, neat. Like you try to rationalize. You don't want to wake up. I would just be dreaming I was abducted by terrorists,
Yeah.
and I was like in the back of a van being driven through Mosul. You know,
Can't believe. So they do it every single day.
I
Jeez,
believe it's
that's-
every single day. One resident
God.
spoke at the city council meeting, presenting a signed petition over the speaker at the Dearborn Community Center. She cited a city ordinance that states that people are prohibited from creating the continuance of any unreasonably loud, disturbing, unusual, and unnecessary noise which annoys, disturbs, injures, or endangers the comfort, repose, health, peace, or safety of others within the limits of the city. Now, here's the thing. Here's what I heard about this. All Muslims understand and know when the call to prayer is. They don't need this.
Right.
This is more of a, hey, F you, we're shoving this down your throats.
Yeah.
Well, listen, all Dawson's wanting to play a clip.
No, I would just like that fader to be turned down, please.
Oh, okay. All right. So there's a thing that I've known, and I've always said it, and I've never said anything any differently, and it's where we're at now, which is people come here from other places, and they come here and they bring whatever their traditions, religions, rituals, food. We always, if you ever hear Gavin Newsom talking, we celebrate it. We have so many different, at the DMV.
Diversity is our strength.
Yes, we print our test in 170 different languages, and somehow it's our strength. It's always our strength, this diversity, this thing. But it doesn't stop there, because the people who come in want to do what they want to do, and then more come in, and then they get a larger group, and then it becomes a constituency. And then you have politicians who formerly didn't give a fuck about these people and probably didn't like their religion having to give speeches about how noble their religion is, because that now becomes a voting block for them. And now they get voted in. And next thing you know, we're all sailing to Somalia.
That's my favorite Christopher Cross song.
We're all sailing to Somalia, because that's and then the speech is about how important these people are and how great they are and whatever it is. They are going to do what they're going to do. You have to figure. Now, they often come from shit boxes, and the reason they come from shit boxes is because there's too many of them there, and they've turned it into a shit box. So then our thing is, well, let's relocate enough of those people over to Minneapolis or Dearborn. And guess what's going to happen, people? They're going to recreate whatever it is they fled, which is what we don't want here.
Yes.
Now, that makes you xenophobic to say it, but that's what happens. And then then they elect their own, and then everyone has to sort of convert.
Yeah.
And then here we are.
Yeah.
So if you want it, it's great. But I don't want it.
Yeah.
And people are here because they don't want it. And the people who come here shouldn't want it either, because you shouldn't want to recreate what you fled.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
So they're doing some decibel tests, and they found out that, it's a little loud. But that's, there we go. But no word on whether or not anything's going to change.
When you're doing an open house and you're near the mosque, you got to really plan the call to prayer siren thing out. You know what I mean? Because you can't have that shit. It's basically, I always say to people, you're looking to buy a house, open house is Sunday between noon and 4.
Yeah.
Nothing going on.
Yeah.
You need to go by that house Monday.
Yes.
About 8:30 in the morning and see if Waze is taking people by your house.
Yes.
Because there is a Waze thing where they'll take everyone who's on the 101 freeway and tell them to go right by your house.
Oh, my God.
But you will not know it on a Sunday.
No.
You got to go on a Monday and find out when the garbage man is coming and when the Muslim call to prayer is happening. Because could you imagine selling that house and that thing goes off? But you would never find out because it's at 5:30 in the morning.
The realtor.
That's true.
Open house is noon to 4.
The realtor would be like, listen, you live here, you buy this house, you will never miss prayer time.
That's
I
right.
promise you.
That's right. Nice Muslim family. All right.
So Bill Maher had a show this weekend, and well, let's just see what he says in his closing monologue. I'm not sure what I think about him.
We'll blow it up. And here's what I want to say. Bill does this a lot, but
then he backs it up with like he'll say something totally sane, and then he'll close it with something totally insane. It's like you just ruined your whole point.
He does that a lot, and he also does a lot of like both crazies on both sides. It's always both sides. By the way, if Democrats ever admit to both sides, that means they're doing it.
Right.
Because if they're doing,
Right.
if the Democrats are doing 20% of it, they go, we've never done it. I don't even know what Antifa is. It's a dream, a thought. It doesn't really exist. They deny everything. When they get to doing 80% of it, once Democrats go to both sides, that means they're doing all of it.
Doing the majority.
Right, because they'll never admit both sides unless they get to 80% of whatever the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
When they're at 30%, they go, never. Doesn't exist.
Right.
All right, so here it is.
And finally, new rule, as it's kind of late in the fourth quarter for America and we're behind by 3 touchdowns, let's make one last stab at a grand bargain between the two sides that hate each other so much. America used to do this all the time, make bargains, and I've suggested many myself, like you stop saying fetuses are the same as babies, and we'll stop saying trans women are the same as biological women. You stop saying alternative facts, and we'll stop saying my truth.
Is that Mark Maron?
No, it's just a guy.
You stop saying thoughts and prayers, and we'll stop with the land acknowledgement.
See,
I
don't agree with anything.
But you can't compare the
There's no such thing
two.
as
No, you
voter
can't.
fraud, and we'll admit that getting a picture ID isn't really that fucking hard to do.
Okay, there's plenty of examples of voter fraud.
Yeah, I'm confused.
But as it is so late in the game, let's just go right to the granddaddy of bargains now. The left will seriously quash all their loony woke shit, and the right will stop the slide into autocracy. That's really the only card left to play.
All right, let me just.
I don't know what he's
I
saying.
don't understand any of it.
All right, let me just say this. Erica, you're such a dainty
I know.
little thing. I can explain this to you.
Okay, thank you.
And Dawson, I think you'll understand this one too.
Yes.
Okay. Autocracy, authoritarian, dictatorship, Hitlerian. Okay. Okay. The claim is that's what the right wants. Like if you're on the right side, if you're Trump, you're Hitlerian. But, you know, if you're a Republican type, you're looking for control.
Right.
And what you're describing,
Censorship.
yes, what you're describing is control. Okay, so who wants the control? What side wants the control? You claim we want the control. We claim you want the control. Well, here's the good news. We just had a little experiment about 3 to 7 years ago. It was called COVID. We did an experiment. We had a control experiment. It was just an experiment. Who wanted control? Who didn't want control? So you had something called COVID. And COVID is just COVID. It's not, it doesn't have an R or a D next to it. It's just a thing. So then the question is how did one side react and how did the other side react? Well, I live in a place where they shut the schools, shut the beaches, shut your business, shut funerals, shut visiting
Shut
Nana,
down your
and then they
opinion.
fucking tried to force everyone to get an
Masks.
unproven jab, a vaccine of a not tested, an untested vaccine, force everyone, or you'll get fired from your fucking job or thrown off the fire department. That's what you guys wanted.
Yeah, that sounds like control to me.
That sounds like control.
Yeah.
That sounds like authoritarian dictatorship control. You
Calling
arrested
for people to lose their jobs.
Yes. You
Yeah,
arrested a guy who
tell
was,
on people,
who was
too.
paddleboarding in the bay. My friends who own a business 3 miles from here it's now gated and closed because you shut down outdoor dining and they defied your control.
Yeah.
They stood up. Oh, they stood up. They spoke truth to power, and you fucking sent the feds in and you shut them down. And now they don't have a business they had for 50 years.
Yeah.
So spare me your fucking discussions on authoritarianism. Jesus goddamn Christ.
Yeah.
Let me give you an example. You got Gavin Newsom. He's the one who's worried about all the authority, right? And control. And then you have Ron DeSantis. That's his arch nemesis. He's over there in Florida. Well, good. We've had a little experiment. We did a little experiment. It's a place called Disneyland, a place called Disney World. The guy in Florida kept Disney World open, and you shut down Disneyland.
Yeah.
Same COVID. So who really wants the control here? We did the experiment.
Yeah.
And you guys all dove on the opportunity to take control. Whereas the others on the other side of the aisle said, no, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. They argued to reopen everything. You argued to shut everything and then fire everyone who defied you. And then you went to big tech and you told them you need to control these alternative voices.
Yep.
So don't give me this fucking lecture on control.
Yeah.
It's insane that they even have the balls to do it when we just got done with an experiment called COVID. Thank you.
Yeah.
It goes even deeper. There is now a new law, I believe Gavin signed into law in California, creating a new board that is going to judge whether or not your tweets are offensive, and you will have to pay fines.
Are you serious?
If deemed
that
offensive.
sounds also like controlled.
Yeah,
and then
that's censorship.
I mean, that's the same thing.
Yeah.
He offers you something with his left hand and then slaps you in the face if you take it with his right.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also, listen, your ideas on the left are not good enough to compete with the ideas on the right. So your job is to go around them and go to Twitter and Facebook and tell them to be canceled.
Yep.
Right.
Why don't you come up with better ideas? That's all.
That's all.
I mean,
But then
it's all they did during COVID. All they did was control and fucking lie and try to get every dissenting voice deplatformed, and they tarred and feathered them. They made them into pariahs.
Yeah.
And they used fear to control everybody.
Right. All right. So just spare me the lecture.
Yeah.
That's all. I don't want any more sanctimonious lectures on freedom from the fucking group that tried to get everyone fired and to get experimental vaccination.
Yeah.
Are we good?
Yep.
Just stop with the lectures.
I
That's
agree.
all. And by the way, fucking Bill Maher, don't you know any of this shit?
Yeah.
You don't know any of this shit. You live in California.
Half of me thinks he does the both sides ism because he's got to stay firmly with his camp. And look, I'm still with you guys. You're all insane, but
yeah.
Yeah, he wants to appease both while pretending to go after both.
Yeah.
All right, we got one more.
We don't, but this news is brought to you by Shoot Eyes.
Find me Billy D. Williams and his malt liquor. Was it Colt 45?
Colt 45.
But there was also Cobra.
Oh, that's right. Did he do Cobra or Colt 40? They had two. There was another Billy D. Williams-ish dude doing the other one.
That's
right?
the Hammer.
Okay.
That guy is Fred, whatever, the Hammer Williamson, who was called the Hammer and played DB for you should know this, for San Francisco 49ers, I believe, way back in the day. And that's when they'd come in and go, I'm looking for Hammer.
Right.
And he'd be at the bar with Billy D. Telling him, let me ask you guys. Oh, wait, here, we'll play the question.
Billy D. Williams talks about having a good time.
When it comes to having a good time, I've got it down to a science. First, you get yourself into the right clothes. Then you get Colt 45. Enough for you and that someone special.
Someone
then
special.
You get yourself to a good time place.
Wow.
Hey,
the rest is easy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's very Tom Selleck-y.
Shoot Eyes.
Okay, let me just say this. I have spent half my life trying to liquor up women to see what I could get off
If
of
it
them.
were that easy.
Malt liquor never works. It's the Vegemite of alcohol. They
Showed up
don't
at this
want
chick's
it.
house with a six-pack
Billy
of
D.
Mickey's
Williams.
Big Mouth. I don't get it. Why didn't you
They
let me
don't
in?
want malt liquor. This is why
No.
they invented mimosas
Yeah.
Well, see, malt liquor is
I don't
like the
want-
crack
Bartles
of
and
cocaine.
James.
Malt
Yeah, but let
liquor
me-
is like it's free-based alcohol.
But let me say this. So
I
if
don't
you-
know
Makes
anything
it
about
stronger.
it.
If you
Yeah, I
want
don't
to
like
juice up
beer.
a broad, you got to show up and make her like an apple teeny.
Yeah, I
You know
don't
what I
like
mean?
that, but yeah, something fancy.
Well, your malt liquor you'll spit out.
Yeah, yeah.
I could make you the cappuccino martini or something
yeah,
like that.
an
You'll-
espresso martini.
Espresso martini.
Yeah.
You'll fuck. I'll get
Cappuccino martini.
whatever espresso. Well, I don't know. What's so different about it? Why is it so different?
No, it just sounds really
It does
funny.
sound weird. All right, I'll make you. You'll get like 1.5 espresso martinis in you, and that's a panty
Yeah.
dropper right there.
Yeah,
but if
no,
I
that's
try to,
better.
if I try to give you some Colt 45 or Cobra
No,
malt
I'm
liquor, you're spitting that out.
I am out.
But here's a different. As long as we're on a ethnic jag today. Well, I mean it. Let's try to figure this out. Colt 45 and Cobra and malt liquor, it was the domain of the black community. That's why Billy D does the commercials. Before
Right.
you can get Hammer Colt 45 commercial. See if we can find Fred. We can find Hammer.
I don't think I've ever had malt liquor.
Put in Colt 45 Hammer, looking for Hammer commercial. Anyway, okay. It's always been the domain of the black. Yeah, that's him there. I think that's. Oh wait, wait, go up there. No, go down.
But maybe
What?
he did Cobra.
Go there. Hit it. There you go. That's what I want to see.
Wow.
Oh, this is. It's
Pretty hot.
all black. It's all black. It's all black.
Yeah.
All right, put. You know what, Andrew? Put. I'm looking for Hammer malt liquor commercial. All right, that's good. All right, here's the whole point. Here's what I'm getting to. It's my thesis, right?
Yeah.
Colt. Okay. Booze. Okay. Everyone wants to get drunk. But people don't like the taste of alcohol oftentimes, and especially if you're trying to get your lady friend buzzed.
Yeah.
She doesn't want Colt 45.
No.
So they invented Bartles and James wine coolers.
Right.
And women would drink the wine coolers and catch a buzz. Now, malt liquor, just, you got to hold your nose to drink. I like beer, and even malt liquor doesn't taste good to me. It's not
Right.
good tasting. So the black community used to drink the worst tasting alcohol. Now, Snoop Dogg has a cotton candy flavor vodka, and it's
Ew.
all syrup and grape, purpley sweet. So they went
Double drank.
right. So what happened to the black community? Because they were drinking the nastiest shit ever, and now everything's got some cotton candy. Oh. I wonder if
Cotton
Serena
candy
Williams
sounds
has a
gross.
problem
I
with
know,
the
that's
cotton candy.
what I was gonna say.
Serena's going to show up at the county fair,
boy.
see the cotton candy,
Cotton
and then
candy.
shoot a video of herself complaining.
Oh, that is so
Oh,
triggering.
Martin Cove is in this from Karate Kid. All right, here's Fred Williams. He's looking for Hammer. Turn it up, sir. He's looking for Hammer.
No more harsh malt liquor taste. I've come for King Cobra smooth taste. Cold malt liquor.
King Cobra.
So I've heard. Now hand it over. Don't let the smooth taste fool you.
He said smooth.
Smooth.
He said smooth. I swear to God, he said smooth.
It's the greatest taste on earth.
Who's that other guy?
He has a drink. He has a drawer built for drink. He has a desk, a customized drinking Cobra. That's all right. Here's my whole point. Why did they go?
I want that desk. They sell that at IKEA?
It's got to be so funny because there's a prop department and there's some guy named Ernie and he's like, push a button. Then we need the drawer to open.
Right.
No, it's got to be lit.
Yeah, they
Right.
put
He's
a
in
light in the ice
He has a
bucket.
drinking desk. You just build the desk. Can you build it or not? We have 4 days. All right, well, we can cut away to the button, right? The button's not. No, we're going to activate it from off camera. The button, we're just going to show a tight shot of the guy pushing the button.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so
That's hilarious.
I'm looking for Hammer. All right, so black people went from drinking the nastiest tasting shit on the world to drinking all sugar, cotton candy, purple drink. What happened? So black people don't drink this anymore. They drink whatever.
Do they
Whatever
drink
Snoop
that,
Dogg's
or do
making.
They,
No.
Or do they just advertise it and it's
They're done.
Yeah.
No, there is no more. They said we're not drinking malt liquor anymore. We're drinking cotton candy flavored vodka
Wow.
because it tastes better. We'll put it in with
does
soda.
not sound good.
Yeah. I'm looking for a Hammer. Hold on, let me get my drinking desk. By the way, is that
Hilarious.
I don't know, does that instill a lot of confidence in the staff? You know what I mean? Like the boss, he's got a desk. He's up there fucking loaded all day and all night. He can't run this company. He's got a drinking desk. And then they're downstairs and the ceiling's dripping. It's like, what happened? The boss's drinking desk is fucking draining down on our the ice is melting.
Was it like a strip club downstairs?
Yeah, he was running a
supposed to be
club.
sexy
He's running a club downstairs.
nightclub. Yeah.
Chiropractor.
It's on same old
Same
malt.
old
Same
Liquor
old
Street.
Malt Liquor Street.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
If you've only experienced harsh malt liquor taste, it's
that's the
time
I
Hammer.
did so many.
King Cobra Boulevard.
Only malt liquor that's so good.
Oh, hey, lady.
It's a different breed. It's quality.
Yeah.
King Cobra is cold malt liquor satisfaction and a smooth taste.
Oh,
so when you
boy.
pop the top, what's the clue?
Don't let the smooth taste fool you.
Oh, yeah.
All right, can I say this?
Don't let the smooth taste fool you. It's 12% alcohol.
Was she a real singer? Or?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Grammy nominated, Peabody nominated for this. Can I say this to all beer companies? You're not allowed to use cold as a selling point.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's like,
ice
reach
cold.
for ice cold Coors. Yeah, ice cold. It's like, listen, everyone has a refrigerator. I can take a Cobra, I can take a Coors Light, or I can piss in a beaker, and I can put it in the fridge overnight, and all three liquids will come out the same
Cold.
temperature. So you're not allowed to sell it as cold.
Yeah.
Reach for cold. The
ice
cold, crisp taste. Like everything. Yeah, it's all cold. Everything in my fridge is cold right now.
Right, but the mountains turn blue. When
That's
they
true.
turn
That's how
blue,
you know.
it's
Or
cold.
you pulled it out of a chest filled with ice, and it's been there since halftime. And then, now we're midway in the fourth quarter.
Right.
Fred the Hammer Williamson, Andrew, played defensive back in the NFL. I'm going to say for the 49ers. It's always funny because when you look into these guys, they always played for three teams or something, but you only remember one. He was a DB in the NFL. And then he got out and he started doing acting. And his name was Fred the Hammer Williamson. And
So
then,
is he, if he was a Niner, he was pre-Ronnie Lott?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Where did he play?
shit.
Steelers?
60s.
Oakland. Oh, was he San Fran? No. Oakland. Kansas City. Steelers. Where he was one of the AFL champions in Kansas City. Fred the Hammer. Yeah. He was a big time ball player.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah. And then he
He has
died
a lot of credits.
semi recently. Yeah, he was in From Dusk Till Dawn.
Wow.
That Tarantino movie. Remember that?
Yeah.
He was one of the, just drinking a malt liquor at the cantina with everyone else. Yeah, that guy worked.
Wait a minute. He was in a movie called Black Cobra.
Wow. Starsky and Hutch?
He had a
He did a lot.
had a storied NFL career, and then he went right into acting. And next thing you know, he's pitching malt liquor and hanging around with Tarantino. Everybody, so put some respect on his name, bro.
Yeah,
It was like
And
the
then
O.J. Simpson who
died-
did it right.
Yeah, he's like one of the good
Didn't
ones.
fall off, yeah.
And then what year did he die? Because he died like 3-5 years.
Still
ago.
alive.
Oh, he's still alive.
Oh,
I
he's
thought he died.
87.
Let's book his. Let's get his ass on this show, man. Because I will.
Yeah, he's great in Starsky and Hutch. He holds his own with Vince and Owen. He's a funny dude.
Oh, that's Starsky and Hutch. I thought we were talking about 70s Starsky.
No,
and
he's
Hutch.
in that's the Todd Phillips.
Oh, right.
I hear the Hammer has a special kind of urinal that has King Cobra in it.
I gotta go throw some ice in that bad boy. That reminds me. All
cold
right.
urine.
Erica Rhodes got shows all over the place. You can go to ericarhodescomedy.com. Do you have a John Benet Ramsey joke?
I do. I did it on a news show in Chicago, and it kind of went viral.
And was it okay? Did you get into trouble?
No, what people? There a couple people.
Well, do
were
the
upset.
joke. Can you do the joke?
Yeah, it's just that I went on a date, and the guy said I look like John Benet Ramsey if she were still alive. And I said, you look like the killer if they found him. And we had a fun night of role playing. I hid in the basement, and he pretended to write a ransom note in my mom's handwriting. That's the full joke. I didn't do the full joke on the news show.
ericarhodescomedy.com is where you go.